Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the DVC show. So happy to have you here. My name is Paul Krieger. I'll be your host for today, and I am joined at the table this week by the lovely Jody Gross, Senior Sales Associate for DVC Resale Market.
Hello.
The equally lovely Derek DeBoer, Senior Sales Associate for DVC Resale Market. My lovely wife, Amy Krieger, Monera Financial. I always mess up your title.
I think it's manager of loan origination.
Oh, I definitely always said it wrong.
The same.
Manager of, I say loan origination, manager of loan originate. It's the same words, back and forth. But yeah, hi Amy, how are you?
Great.
You
Thank
good?
you.
Yeah. Did you have a good night last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
do you guys want me to step out, or are you guys good?
Our lovely producer, John Sakari, back in the nook there, aka Big Fat Panda.
Hello, everyone.
How are you, Panda?
I'm doing good.
How was your night, Panda?
You know, I slept great, so that was good. I am rested and well.
rock, yeah.
I don't always have that. I get the Jimmy leg sometimes. Do you know what that is? When you get restless leg syndrome, you just got to move your leg. Thank you,
Oh,
Jody.
yeah, I've had it. It's terrible.
It comes for a week and then it goes away forever,
you
and then
can't calm your little legs down. They got to move constantly.
for no reason. It's just an impulse. You have
Any
to.
doctors watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've googled a lot.
When we get back to the start of these shows, not just being random information, I think that the audience is going to be very sad.
We're never going back.
Here's the plan. We're going to stick right to it.
I think Amy's going to be really happy because she's giving me like the stank eye across the table. Like, let's get to the topic here.
She's right. She's right.
Okay, I do have one thing to say, Panda. Ask me after the show because I have a friend that dealt with that for a long time and she swears she cured it. So, anyway,
I need to talk to you.
Ask me
I
later.
will.
That'll be exclusive to the Diz Unplugged Patreon in case you're not subscribed. We are actually live on Patreon right now. We have been throughout the entire filming of this series of shows. So if you're not a subscriber, DizUnplugged.com. Nope, I messed it up. Patreon.com/DizUnplugged. $25 and up tier gets to enjoy all of this and more. So you'll get to hear how Amy's friend solved restless leg syndrome or Jimmy leg.
Jimmy leg.
That's the New York in you, right?
Never heard it called that one before. But
None of this was on my bingo card talking about today's show. Jimmy leg.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo on this part. But
So this week, we are here to talk about the best DVC shopping. This has come up in multiple conversations, I think, in different shows that we've had over the past few months. But we talk about, this shop, that shop, or other shop. And all of us, I think, can admit that we spend a huge amount of money on Disney merchandise and anything that's Disney. If they come out with something good, I'm definitely going to buy it. The new Steamboat Willie collection from the Era's 1920s collection, I think it is, that they just came out with. All of that is just awesome. All the Steamboat Willie merch, please. But specifically on today's show, we're going to focus really on DVC shopping. So the resort sort of gift shops or the specialty shops that are located in these DVC properties or somewhere near them, maybe if we talk about Disney Springs or something like that. Before we get into it, as always, if you love our content here at the DVC fan, please show some love for our sponsors over at the World of DVC. DVC Resale Market, if you're looking to buy a Disney Vacation Club resale contract or sell a contract. Another thing I wanted to throw out there with DVC Resale Market, you guys have a promotion coming up that's sort of focused on sort of flipping your contract, correct? Like sort of, if you want to trade in your contract and flip it for something else.
Details coming soon.
Details coming soon. But no, I was told about that, and I think it's almost like swapping your points to a certain degree, where you can sort of say, I've had this contract, but I kind of want to upgrade a contract. I've talked to you about that on countless occasions, sitting specifically at a Copper Creek cabin going, Derek, how can I flip my Animal Kingdom points and get more points so I have cabin points? But I know DVC Resale Market is working on that.
Big news coming.
So big news coming on that. If you're looking to finance that purchase of a DVC resale contract, head over to Monera Financial, talk to Amy or one of the other loan originators over at Monera. Amy is not the only one there. She will be happy to help you, but there are countless other people. Sam.
Countless is two.
Countless as two other people. Sam and Megan, who also work in the loan origination department there. They all work together on a daily basis to sort of help the DVC resale market team, to help other people looking to purchase a DVC resale contract. So definitely reach out to them if you're looking to finance that. And then DVC rental store, if you're looking to try before you buy, rent some points, rent out your points, swap your points for something like a Disney cruise or something like that. That is where you can find them. And so show some love for all of those brands. Thank you for putting up with my wonderful plug there.
That was an amazing plug. It makes me want to do something with all of those companies. I love it.
But yeah, we're talking about DVC shopping today. And this was really something, Panda, that I think you suggested a while ago.
The gift shops sometimes are an event for me. Like if they're big and there's something to see there, I like it. I can go through a gift shop.
So what is one of your more favorite gift shops that are probably on a DVC property?
Amy said it before, but it's definitely the Animal Kingdom Jumbo House. It's not just the size, the artwork in there, and the just the variety of items there. You can find a lot of stuff there that you can't find anywhere else. That's my thing.
Yeah, and they always also have like the wood carved figures, and there's people sitting outside actually hand carving those figures, which I think is always really neat.
Right, it feels different and authentic. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it really just ties into the entire theme of Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, so that gift shop is called Zawadi. I'm sorry.
Zawali?
Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's Zawadi, and it is
Zawadi, yeah.
Zawadi, yeah, and it is one of the biggest gift shops at a resort, in general, but it just has a really nice variety of stuff. I know when it gets down to it, a lot of the DVC or a lot of just the resort gift shops will have some of the same like basic spirit jerseys and things like that, but there are like really cool things, like you said, like those carved things and the artwork and stuff like that. So there are some really cool individualized things at each resort. I don't know what that is, that noise.
It's called a leaf
blower.
blower. It's called a leaf blower.
Sorry, there's a leaf blower.
If you've been tracking our DVC shows for some time, last episode I almost got my hair cut off. This one it's going to be nice and windswept.
Yeah.
Don't touch mine, please.
Anyway, yeah.
That is enough.
So that is a really great gift shop if you're looking for somewhere to go that has a lot of variety and just a lot of open space to walk around and check things out.
Jody, what is one of your go-to gift shops?
Well, mine is a little different in that it was more of my go-to place when I worked for Disney and got the 40 to 50% off discount. It was the gift shop at Grand Floridian because they sold like designer clothes there, and you could go in and get like a Lily Pulitzer dress for 50% off. So I know that I'm probably losing half the audience, the men here, unless
you are not losing us at all.
Oh, okay,
because I was there recently, and this subject actually just recently came up. I think I was at Contemporary for some event or something like that, and it was right around the time that gift shop was selling the new Grand Floridian Loungefly.
Oh, Loungefly, yeah.
And the new Loungefly ears, or they were just they matched the bag and stuff like that. So I got a text from Amy. I got a text from our friend Mandy that said, "Go get us the bags." And so I went and got the bags.
It was a little more polite than that.
It was. It was. Little bit more polite. Please go get us the bags. Here's money. So I did go to that gift shop.
Okay,
There's
good.
all kinds of good stuff. And I felt FOMO, so I bought myself the Grand Floridian polo at the same time as well.
You have to, right? Like it's mostly for clothes, right? Like you could go in and get bathing suits but I would always go in there and shop. And, I suppose I still would now, but I liked it better when I got half off, or I bring my friends who still work there and can get me half off. I did just buy a shirt, totally off topic a little bit, but we were at Epcot.
Yeah, that's always welcome here.
Yeah. And I may or may not have had a few drinks when I decided to make this purchase at Germany, and it's the ugliest shirt. It's gold and burgundy, like USC colors.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, and it says, "I was on my worst behavior," WURST. And I came home with it, and my daughter looked at me like I had 7 heads, like, "You're not wearing that out in public, really, are you?" And I'm like, I guess not. Guess not. But anyway, but Epcot's got good shopping, but I know that's not what we're talking about. But
At this point, I wish you had worn it to this filming. So that
I thought
gonna
about it
say.
for a second, but
Now is when we cut to Panda, who's going to insert a picture of said shirt.
Oh, right.
everybody at
or
home
just a
If you send me
Or
a
a
picture of the
sausage.
shirt, I'll put it in.
Okay.
send them a pic.
All righty. Okay, will do. But yeah, so I like the girly shops, the clothing and stuff like that. But also, I did enjoy any of the gift shops that have art in it, which I think is really cool. So, but Grand Floridian was my go-to.
Yep. Amy, what are some of your go-to gift shops?
So with Jody, I do think Grand Floridian has some like the best shopping options because there's multiple stores. So the store she's talking about, I think, is called Curiouser Clothiers. It's a weird name. That's the one that's on the first floor that has like some of the like
Yep.
Lily Pulitzer stuff and some of the nicer clothing.
Vineyard Vines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. On the next floor above that one is the M Mouse Mercantile, and there's some cute stuff in there. There's that little sundry shop on the first floor that always has like some of the dishes and the DVC stuff is in that store. But one of my favorites in the Grand Floridian is the Basin. So on the, what is that? Is that the second floor? The
second
third
floor.
Yeah, the same floor right before you go to get to the monorail. That Basin store, which is the same. There's a Basin at Disney Springs also, but they just have a nice variety of just, you know, bath products. They have bar shampoo and conditioner, which we were talking about before this show, because I switched to using bar shampoo and conditioner like a year ago, and I swear
Here we go, folks. Get ready.
I told you all we were going to get a shampoo commercial.
We're off topic all day long.
Anyway,
See you in an hour and a half.
but anyway, they have a really nice selection of those also at Basin, as well as a lot of other stuff. So when you go into the Grand Floridian, you've got like 4 different options of places that you can actually look around and shop. And so I think that resort is one of the best options. And then I'm with Panda. I really love the gift shop at Jumbo House. And then I like the one at Boardwalk, which I think that you were gonna maybe. I don't know if you were going to talk about it.
There was?
Maybe not.
The screen door.
You guys had me at art, which is a big thing for me. I don't think that Disney is selling enough of their artwork. I remember going to Pete going with Pete to film one of the Copper Creeks one time, and one of the prints that is in the Copper Creek studio, I know Pete loves. It has like all of the different emblems and stuff like that and stuff on it, and it's like, you guys need to sell more of this artwork, because it's really, for us, when we talk about going home, it's that stuff that really ties this into our home and makes us feel that when we're away from those Disney Vacation Club properties.
Agree 100%.
And so one of the places where we've probably spent our most money is, I believe it's La Boutique, which is at the Riviera Resort. And that is the first resort where we really saw this done well, which is they are selling all of that custom artwork, all of that sort of Disney-fied artwork that they have on the kiosk that is available there, on the Art On Demand kiosk. It's not available at the other Art On Demand kiosks that are located in like Disney Springs and stuff like that. So this is custom to Riviera. It's the Riviera artwork that you see in all of the rooms. And we've got the Remy print that's in the kitchen of the 1 bedroom and stuff like that. We've got the Wally print that I believe is in the bedroom on the 2 bedrooms.
I think it's in the Grand Villas.
Or in the Grand Villas, yeah. And that truthfully for me is what I really think of when it's Disney shopping, because it's not, I don't want it to be over the top Disney. Like there's certain items that you're going to buy that are like Mickey Mouse, or that are those specific branded like Walt Disney World items. But these are those subtle things that you bring into your home that just sort of mesh with the
Remy artwork in our kitchen, which if you've seen it before, it's like, it looks like the perfect, like there's a pie and there's some fruit and it just looks like a kitchen picture, and then you almost don't notice that like Remy's there, like, you know, like
putting apples
in the pie. Yeah. And I think someone came over and was looking at it and was like, I really love that. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, is that Remy? Like it's almost subtle, even though he's like right there. But it's really nice artwork. And so anything that's hanging in Riviera as artwork is available to purchase custom from that kiosk in that Riviera gift shop. And so you can decide, do I want it to be a canvas? Do I want it to be a framed print? Do I just want to buy the paper print and, put it in my own frame? So there's a lot of options, and they mail it, they ship it directly to your house. So that makes it a lot easier as well. So that's a really good option. It's a small gift shop, but that kiosk, you're right. I wish they did that with every resort and all the artwork and all those resorts.
And I really hope we see that continue with some of the newer DVC properties that are coming out. So like, I know Disneyland Hotel, their new DVC tower, they've already shown some concept art and stuff like that. And you can see they're going to have similar like customized art to the theme of that resort and stuff like that. And it's like, leave so much money on the table if you don't just like sell those prints or something like that. It's like, they're like, Disney, you love money. Just sell us the artwork. I swear we'll buy it. I promise.
We're tired of trying to take it from the walls. We'd like to legally purchase it.
They are bolted onto the walls, by the way. No real reason I know that.
How do we know that?
Yeah.
Now, I think you are all at the table are going to agree with me. We cannot complete this show without talking about the quintessential gift shop that is Old Key West.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just the way it's connected to Olivia's, and it's just DVC. You can.
Yeah, that was definitely on my list. Old Key West, Saratoga Springs. If you are on the lookout for like newer Disney Vacation Club merchandise, or those are the places where the first time they bring that merchandise out, those are going to be where you find those products. Riviera is kind of getting there a little bit as well, since it is the newer property, but especially during Christmas time. I know this year we scoured those resorts. They had a really cool Christmas t-shirt that they came out for Disney Vacation Club members. I could only ever find it in kids extra small, so that's why you don't see me wearing it today. But I was trying to find that shirt. They don't do another thing that Disney just doesn't do enough of is this DVC branded merch and stuff like that. We Panda, you were just at Moonlight Magic. We were just at Moonlight Magic. No merch.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I was surprised at that, but we got great fireworks.
We did get great fireworks.
That's
and
nice.
speaking of DVC Moonlight Magic and merch, we do have over on DVC Fan, and we'll put the link in the description of this video, but we do have a t-shirt that we created specifically for DVC Fan and Moonlight Magic.
Ooh.
So it says DVC Fan across the front, and on the back it says Moonlight Magic, and it's kind of like, we went with like the vibe of like a concert t-shirt. So it's got like your location and the date of where that is on the back of the shirt. So it outlines the entire 2023 calendar of Moonlight Magic.
That's
so
cool.
That is for sale. And we'll throw the link in the description of this video as well. And also on that page, I think the Diz has all kinds of different other designs and stuff like that of t-shirts and things like that. So just wanted to throw that out there while we were on Moonlight Magic. Derek, where do you love to shop?
Yeah. So when you guys said, and we knew that we were going to do this as a topic, because I think it was even maybe a viewer or a listener even kind of threw it out there and said, God, I'd love to hear about, your guys' favorite gift shops. I got excited because I was excited because gift shops to me, for being a member as long as I have, it's always kind of that rite of passage that when you check into your DVC resort, and if you have a spouse, one of you is doing the check-in and the other one says to you, I'll meet you at the gift shop.
That's
so
true.
you're
Accurate.
checking it, meet at the gift shop. Then throughout said stay, you just spend so much time in the gift shop, right? And that to me is always that sense of, oh my God, we're there. Whether you're there for one night or whether you're there for 2 weeks, it's just going to your hotel gift shop is just so much fun. And to me, if I had to pick a favorite hotel gift shop, I'm going with the Polynesian for a couple of reasons. Just because I love it. It's called the Boutique. I didn't know that offhand. Amy had to tell me what the name of it was because I called it the Polynesian gift shop. But it's got a name, the Boutique. To me, it's everything that you guys have talked about what you love about a gift shop. Yes, it's got the standard Disney stuff that you can get everywhere. But to me, what I love about it is it's got the stuff that you can really only get there. It's the stuff, it's the unique. So it's a mix of kind of cool tropical Tommy Bahama clothes. So like you can get at the Grand, but it's got some Polynesian merchandise. And I know everyone's thinking I will put up a picture. That is where I fell in love with my beloved Polynesian lamp. So I found that lamp. You can actually buy the lamp. I bought it.
You bought it there.
I bought it.
With the tiki god.
No, yeah, with the
I
tiki
got
god
it.
on it, right?
It's in my
See, you have
bedroom.
one too. I love that
too.
lamp. And it's like your artwork that you guys were talking about. It's subtle, but it's not Mickey as a lamp. So it's one of those things where people come over and they see it and it's like those, if you know, you know. You're like, oh, dude, that lamp looks like from the Polynesian resort. It is. No way. Where'd you get it? And so you see them. They're not there all the time.
No.
And they're not necessarily cheap.
No.
But to me, it's being able to buy that kind of stuff that every time we turn it on every single morning, every time we go to bed, it's right there. It's just you look at it and you have great memories. And that's, to me, is what I think when you buy merchandise when you're on vacation is you should look at it and have great memories, which I know Jody does with her bratwurst shirt.
Yeah.
Bratwurst shirt.
It was the worst. The worst.
There's one other thing at the Polynesian. When Pete took us to Aulani, and then we went to the city in Honolulu, we passed the Honolulu Cookie Company. And he's going off and off about how amazing these cookies are. I don't want to be the fat guy that tells you how delicious these are, but they are. They are the most delicious shortbread cookies. Some are dipped in chocolate, some have guava, some have peach. They're very expensive to get. At the Polynesian, they sell the Honolulu cookie from the Honolulu cookie right there in the boxes.
Yeah.
And it's honestly remiss if we don't bring up Aulani in this conversation either. They have some amazing gift shops out there. They have Aulani, I think, is where they do it better than any of the other resorts in really coming out with all of that branded merchandise specific to that resort.
So somebody in DVC Fan had posted a picture and they had like 4 or more like different Aulani Sphere jerseys for sale right now, and they're not. None of them. I have 2 of them from Aulani, and none of them are those ones. So they have been coming out with a lot of different.
So when packages start arriving from Honolulu, I should not question those.
I do want to make one request that every year when I put up our tree and every year when we take our Christmas tree down, my wife and I have the same conversation. We're like, why did Disney stop making resort-specific ornaments with the year on them? Just because everyone loves, if you're there that year, not even necessarily at Christmas, but we want to hang it because we have some that say, oh my God, this was our trip to Vero in 2003. Do you remember when the kids were this? And you have it, but they stopped making them. And we're so proud of our resorts that I don't always want to wear a shirt with my favorite DVC resort. I may not want, but I may just want an ornament or something small like that.
Yeah,
so.
we have, I think, an ornament of most of our home resorts, but they've definitely changed what they've been doing with those ornaments. I know the past year or two, it's literally the same ornament, and then there's this little placard that hangs below it that says the name of the resort on it.
Right.
But
I want a year, though.
I want a year, but one of my favorite ornaments that we have is Animal Kingdom Lodge. And it's literally the logo on like a wooden plank of Animal Kingdom Lodge, and it's hanging on our tree. And it's like, it's that simple. That's what we need. It makes us feel special inside. We put it on our Christmas tree. I told
Between your artwork and my Christmas ornaments, it's going to be a fantastic holiday season, I think, in gift stores.
I mean, you know this because you sold me the contract, but when I bought our 50-point add-on at Grand Floridian, that's exactly what I did. They had a special ornament for Grand Floridian. It was a little teacup on a saucer, and it said Grand Floridian on it.
I remember that one, yeah.
And I wrapped that up in a box, and I gave it to Amy for Christmas, and on the bottom, it just said 50, which was the number of points that we bought at Grand
For
Floridian.
the anniversary year.
That's sweet.
Oh, look at her smile.
Look at that.
Yeah. She didn't catch that at first, though. She just said, it's an ornament.
This was $50?
I was just going to
You paid
$50 on an ornament.
You done lost your mind.
It was a little more than that.
I want to mention the Boardwalk. I like the Boardwalk store. Is it called
Screen Door?
Yeah.
Screen Door. I feel like that's a good size store, and they also have snacks in there, like the dipped apples and chocolate type thing. So I really like that. But the other one is that it's not in a DVC resort, but it's pretty much connected to one. I really like the marketplace at Ale and Compass over there in the Yacht Club. It's a very nice gift store. The one at Beach Club is nice too. It's a little smaller, but I always just find some really cute stuff over at Yacht Club.
It's very similar to the Grand Floridian one that Jody was talking about earlier. It has some of those like Lily Pulitzer things. Those specialty Vineland, is that what?
Vineyard Vines.
Oh, I was close. I kind of combined the two.
Lily vines.
Yeah. But it kind of has all of those specialty clothes and things like that. Has some Pandora stuff, all of that kind of specialty stuff. So I definitely agree with that one too. They did a cool pop-up there during the pandemic too for Disney Cruise Line. So they were selling some of the cruise line merchandise there. And then they also had the pop-up that was at Disney Springs. And they were selling a little bit of the cruise line merchandise at both. Which, if there's any place to do it, it's Yacht Club. I mean,
And that cruise line merchandise was really nice. Like, yeah, really liked it.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on shopping so that people can go out and spend their money? As always, if you are going to go shopping at one of these places, make sure that if you are a direct owner, that you show them that card, tell them that you want that discount on your merchandise. I believe the standard discount is 10%, I believe.
You'll save 30 cents if you buy direct.
30 cents. Yep. And,
Nice work, Jody.
but
20.
but they do have.
I thought shopping was 20, but I think it
depends
also
where.
depends on where you're at. Yeah,
A lot of it depends on where, what item you're buying, the time of year. They do come out with certain incentives at certain times
sometimes they
of year.
do 30%. Very rare.
Yeah,
but
things like that. Normally the discount matches what the AP discount is. So
Right.
one of those two discounts, just don't forget to mention it at the time of checking out. Also, Shop Disney. Our thoughts on that in terms, since we're talking about shopping, my biggest complaint about Shop Disney is in terms of DVC merch. It's very hit or miss.
I do want to say this about Shop Disney. So if you are I think they did fix it that maybe if you look up DVC stuff, it's a little bit better. But you used to, if you would Google member marketplace, DVC, that was the link that actually took you to like where you could get those custom shirts that are from like really from like Zazzle and stuff like that, and the mugs and stuff like that. I think they might have mainstreamed them more into Shop Disney, but it used to be really hard to find it. So what I do is I just Google member marketplace DVC, and you'll click on the Disney Vacation Club link and it'll take you to those items. And I do really like some of those shirts and stuff. Like you actually customize it and put the year.
So it's like member since.
Yeah,
whatever
member
year.
since. So I bought those for my like all of our home resorts, and you can like change the color and stuff like that. So those are kind of cool. And then I do want to say one weird thing. So Paul and I went.
I like that she gets us ready for like, what is she gonna say?
So you were talking about that, like that artwork that you really liked that Pete had pointed out or something. Do you remember that we saw that at the Lakeland Antiques Mall? So
We didn't see that exact print.
it was a Boulder Ridge one.
But yeah, I did. I thought the same thing.
Yeah, so if you're looking for like old, possibly like retired like resort merchandise, and there was a lot from DVC resorts in Lakeland, Florida. There's a place called Lakeland Antiques Mall. It's basically just like a giant indoor yard sale, but there's like all sorts of different vendors there, and they basically. I don't know how, but they get a lot of like leftover like textiles. So like the bed runners and the throw pillows. So I bought a throw pillow from Boardwalk. It actually looked brand new.
Yeah, they had that. They literally had rolls of carpet from the Polynesian refurbishment. So they had just like the rolled up carpet extras or remainders. So if that fits the room that you want to put that in.
When you're a cast member, they do have, I forget what it's called. I'm not
Cast
good at
Connection.
Cast Connection, where you can not only buy merch that's maybe been discontinued or whatever, but you can buy literally even old pots and pans that were from whatever, but you could buy leftover fabric, even costumes. So the stuff that you see online or in antique shops are probably someone who was a cast member or knows a cast member bought the stuff and is now selling it.
We had a friend gift us some stuff from Cast Connection. So I'm guessing what happened was they did the inaugural DVC sailing for the Disney Wish this past year. But I don't know if all of the merchandise for that sailing came in on time. And so all of this merch that's like inaugural DVC, stuff like that, I guess went into Cast Connection. So I think we have a pin and we have an ornament from that. They had like the Nike pullovers and all kinds of stuff that were like DVC Disney Wish. And it was like inaugural. So we were like, well, we went on a cruise in the inaugural season and we're DVC members. So
it works.
It fits.
It works.
And it was gifted to us. So
yeah.
Oh, before you wrap up, one final shout out that I forgot to mention was the Wilderness Lodge gift shop. I love I don't know its name. I'm sure Amy could probably find it, but I don't know. It's right off the lobby. I was just there in December, and that's when that person suggested and said, let's talk about gift shops. I remember walking in there. It's great because it's just so themed, and I think those are some of the best gift shops, like the ones
Very
at the Grand.
themed.
Is it just kind of continues your theme when you check into that resort? You're in this immersion of whatever the theme of that resort is, and the best gift shops at Disney, like the ones that we've talked about, are the ones that continue that theming even as you're forking over all of your money to buy stuff to take it home to continue that feeling of
Yes.
theming. So
It's just called Mercantile or Wilderness Lodge.
Mercantile, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lame name.
oh, we got to give it a name, like the Grizzly Hut or something like that. I don't know.
I love that.
I really hope they
Grizzly
change their
Gifts.
name to-
Grizzly Gifts.
Done.
No.
Trademark that, John.
It
Before
sounds
everybody-
better, but Grizzly Hut is always what I will think of from now on whenever I go into that gift shop. But yeah, so if you're looking for a nice shopping trip, something to do on maybe a resort day or something like that, I know us as DVC members, I see the posts in DVC Fan all the time. We all love our Disney merch, and so definitely hit up some of these locations and share with us in the comments sort of what you think. What are your favorite stores when you think of shopping at a DVC resort, or you're shopping on your DVC vacation or something like that? But I think that'll do it for this week's episode of the DVC show. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you all next week.